What's up everybody, welcome back to the Cool Figures channel, and today we have for you finally the NECA Toys online exclusive Secret of the Ooze, TMNT, Tokka, and Rahzar. If you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunting them, taking pics of them, and of course playing with them. I upload new content every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so check back on those days to see what I've uploaded, or just hit that bell icon to stay notified, because throughout 2021, guys, I'm going to try to upload new content throughout the week besides those 3 days. So if you want to stay up to date, make sure to hit that bell icon. And if you guys do enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel grow, and it only takes you a quick sec. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, guys. It is a very small goal of mine to try to reach at least one new subscriber per new video that I put out. So please be my one new subscriber for this video. Thank you so much in advance. As always, the information on this channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. I am your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, and once again, guys, today we have for you the NECA Toys TMNT Secret of the Ooze, Tokka, and Rahzar. And guys, man, am I excited to bring you guys these two figures. Way back when they first showed these off in Toy Fair 2020, I was really super hyped on these guys. I actually thought these guys were going to come out before the Super Shredder because they were talking so much about these guys and they had so much to show for these guys. And then they kind of were just mentioning the Super Shredder, but next thing you know, they released the Super Shredder that summer, and these guys barely went up for pre-order in August. So yeah, guys, we've been waiting a long time for these guys, but all I gotta say, it is definitely worth the wait for these guys. These guys are amazing figures, some of the best to ever be produced by NECA or any toy line at this price range. I mean, just look at them here. The points of articulation that you get with these figures is so unique, so amazing, and the detail and the attention to the detail is so great in these figures. You can tell that the people over at NECA really love these movies, and that goes to say a lot, because a lot of people don't like Secret of the Ooze. I personally, it was probably my favorite Ninja Turtle movie growing up. I preferred that movie to the original. But now that I'm older, I do prefer the original to the Secret of the Ooze, but I still enjoy Secret of the Ooze just as much as I do the original. It has those lighthearted parts to it and everything, but Tokka and Rahzar are definitely a big part of that movie. And you know, it was a unique aspect in my opinion, because these weren't characters out of the comic books or the TV cartoon. These were original, you know, villains made for the movie. So that was really cool in my opinion. But anyways, guys, as you can see, these guys are just amazing figures. I mean, look at the detail in the face, and like I said, the articulation these figures have is just amazing, and I cannot wait to do some more toy photography with these guys, because you know that as soon as I got these guys, I was on it, and I've already taken the photos for these guys. But I so cannot wait to take some photos with these guys and the NECA Turtles. I mean, man, I am really excited for this Friday's Toy Shoot video now. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get into the accessories, because man, these guys come with a lot of accessories, and I am not complaining one bit. By the way, guys, if you were happening to wonder how you could get these, unfortunately they went up for pre-order for a week on the NECA store back in August of 2020, and once those pre-orders closed, that was it. They were not going to make any more. So they produced 4,853, because on the boxes that I received, it has the number of the box and what it's out of. So they produced 4,853 of these figures, but they are no longer making them because it was just that window of time that you had to pre-order them. So unfortunately, guys, you are no longer able to purchase them in any way unless you go through a third-party market, and these things are going for quite a bit. They went for originally $79, and now on the third-party markets, the lowest I've seen them is about $130. So yeah, unfortunately, if you missed out on that pre-order, if you didn't think it was worth it at the time, you're gonna have to pay those third-party prices. So good luck with that. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get on into the accessories, because like I said, these guys came with a lot. And for $79, you know, it's still a lot for $79, which is amazing, because these figures in themselves, if you just gave me these two figures, honestly, for $79, I would probably be pretty happy, because they're solid figures. These guys are massive, guys. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell from on the camera, but these things are seriously massive. And maybe once I start pulling them closer to the camera and you can see, you can actually see the full size of these guys. But getting right into the accessories, so Rahzar comes with a pair of open clawed hands right there, as well as a pair of closed gripping paws, or fisted kind of, as well as a more of a medium open claw right there, and then more of a tighter open claw. So see, there's actually a difference between that one and that one. Looking at, whoops, Tokka right here comes with two open hands, as you can see, as well as two closed fisting hands or closed grip hands, and two medium. Once again, one's wider than the other. So see, this one's a little wider and that one's a little rounder. So that's the hands that come with them. So looking at the accessories for each of these characters, Tokka comes with a steel pipe that he pulls off from that scene in the movie when they're in the street and whatnot, and also that's the weapon he uses against the Ninja Turtles when they team up against them. And what I thought was really cool is they went ahead and included the fire extinguisher, which they obviously use in the movie to speed up the carbon dioxide process to get the anti-ooze serum to work faster in these two. So I thought that was a really cool prop, you know, not necessarily for them, but something that you can use, especially if you have the NECA Turtles. And I'm pretty sure if you have this, or you're looking to get this, or you know, anything to do with these two figures, you have those figures, you have those NECA Turtle figures, and that's what that is for. Looking at the accessory specific to Rahzar, you get his shield right here. So there's the front. It looks really nice, you know, really weathered down and rusted. And the back are the hooks that you put his arms through, and I thought this was a really great idea. They're not attached to the shield, so there's no fear of it breaking or anything. They're just kind of like a wire type thing, stiff plastic that wraps around and it stays on his arm, but it's not attached, so you don't have to be afraid of it tearing or you know, breaking or anything like that. And then he also comes with his plank of wood that he uses against the turtles. And this thing, guys, this thing in itself, honestly, I would say is about a $20 to $30 piece, because it is just so well detailed. I mean, it's insane the amount of detail this has. This literally looks like the bark of a tree, and I've never seen an accessory look that close to like a real thing. That when I pulled that out of the box, I was pretty mesmerized by that more than the figures for a second, because it was just an amazing piece. But you also do get the TGRI ooze canister, which we did already get with the Super Shredder, but it's always nice to have a few of these, you know, have them lying around in the background of your Ninja Turtle shoots and whatnot. And last but not least, of course, we got the Simply Donuts, the donuts that they hid the anti-ooze ice cubes in. So there you are, the pre-fight donuts, as Michelangelo calls them. And you do get one broken up donut with the anti-ooze ice cube, as you can see right there. So I think all these accessories that come with this package is just amazing. And like I said, it just goes to show the attention to detail that NECA has, and the love that NECA has for these figures and this franchise and the movies in general. So pulling them forward, let's take a closer look, starting with I guess we're gonna start with Rahzar. So as you can see, this guy is just nasty looking, but in like the best way. So here he is. He has his chest guard right here, which is held on by real chain, which is really cool. Nice attention to detail. He has his tire padding with the spikes on the outside. That's really cool. He has his knee pads right here. His shoulder pads are really cool too. Looking at the back, you can see it all connect. And look at the detail in the fur. Like, it's just amazing what NECA can produce at the price points that they produce. You know, it blows my mind. These guys are just so amazing. So let's go ahead and look at his articulation first. So first and foremost, his jaw hinges, so you can have him open his mouth or closing his mouth, and that is just a really cool, neat feature to have. He can't look, whoops, he can look that much to the right, he can look that much to the left. Can't really look down. That's about as far down as he'll look, but apparently he can look really far up, as you can see. Focus. So he can look quite a bit up. Okay, he can look quite a bit down too then. Looking at his arm articulation, he can go, let's go 90 right there. He does come with double hinge elbow joints, but mine are super tight, so I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to break this guy, but they are there, as you can see. So he does get wrist articulation as well as hinging in and out at the wrist. And then he does get waist swivel right there. And he does get a bit of ab crunch there, but nothing really back. He can kick, there we go, that far out. He can go back quite a bit. And then his knee is his knee is a double joint actually. But once again, super tight, so I'm not going to force it. But then you can get his ankle articulation that far down and about that far up. So all in all, his articulation is somewhat stiff and everything, but you can still get him into some really cool poses. And I am super happy with the way his sculpt came out and the way he looks. He just looks so scary. And something I've noticed that NECA is starting to do with their figures is they're giving their eyeballs a glossy finish, which is really bringing them out and really making them pop and making them look more lifelike and realistic. Especially when you look at Rahzar right here. I mean, look at that face. I mean, it's just so scary looking. And when you look into his mouth, it's like it has like that wet paint look, so you know, it looks like the inside of his mouth, and that's just a really cool feature. So all in all, guys, this guy is just so cool, so massive, so imposing. Once again, I can't wait to use him in some toy photography with the other turtles. So next up, we are gonna look at Tokka right here, and this guy is so cool, guys. Tell me another action figure that you guys know of that comes with articulate eyebrows. Make him look shocked. You can make him look angry. You could just make him look normal. That's just so cool. That is just one of the coolest articulation points I've ever seen in any action figure. His snout does move up and down slightly. His jaw does close, and it does open as well. It opens actually quite pretty far, as you can see there. But looking at his sculpt, you know, I mean, it's all original. I mean, I can't really, I mean, maybe the legs right here are Ninja Turtle reused, but everything else, guys, is just, I mean, look how thick he is. And these spikes, guys, hurt. These things are sharp. Tokka is essentially a blunt weapon, guys, so you be careful. And definitely worse than stepping on a Lego. And he has these spikes on his shoulder too, and those things hurt too. So all in all, he's just a very prickly figure, but amazing as well. So we saw the articulation on the face. His head can rotate that far to the left, and he does have 2 points of articulation right here and then at the base of the neck. You go that far to the right, he can look that far down. Hold on, I'm down. He can look that far down, and he can basically strain his neck. That is really cool. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I get it. So he could be like swimming in water. Oh, that is cool. All right, I see you, NECA. Okay. See, NECA is always just surprising us with those details, guys. I mean, come on. All right, so his arm does get a little hindered by the spikes on his shoulder, so you can't fully raise it 90 degrees, but that's okay. And then he does come with the double hinge elbow joints right there, and his are a little looser so he can use them, and he can go that far back. He does get rotation at the wrist as well as hinging in and out. He does get slight waist twist right there on the inside of the shell, but not too much. He can kick out that far, he can kick back that far. He does have double hinge knee joints, so he can go back that far. And then looking at his ankle articulation, it's pretty slim, and his toenails are honestly very sharp too, so be careful with that, guys. But all in all, these guys are just pure amazing, and honestly, I could not be happier with them. I could not be happier having them finally. And like I said, I can't wait to shoot them with the other Ninja Turtles. But let's go ahead, take some pics with these guys, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, thanks so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find the full images over on Instagram at CoolFigures. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. But whether or not you're a subscriber, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really do appreciate it, guys. As always, I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.